I'm Nadia Dunn from CCL TV. Joining me today at the White Label Expo here at London XL is Mensah from MOYAW Ltd. Mensah, thanks so much for being here today. How are you?
I'm well so much.
Good.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. Now, tell me a bit about MOYAW Ltd and your role there.
Well, MOYAW is just a little company that's just starting up. And I'm looking at helping British companies who want to establish a presence in Ghana. Because sometimes when they want to sell in Ghana, they tell them you need a culture, a bit of a culture approach, you need a bit of this and that. And there's a myriad of things that they have to think about. And also they say, there's a problem with African countries not paying when they buy. But it's completely false because in Ghana, for instance, if you sell to someone and the person doesn't pay and report the person to the police, limited liability status doesn't work there. You have to pay, otherwise you go to prison.
Right.
So, probably the governments might find difficulty borrowing too much and not being able to meet their payments on time. But with individuals and shops, I think it's very difficult for someone to get away from paying his debt.
And what does an event like this do for the company?
Well, you meet a lot of interesting people. I go to a lot of these events and I meet a lot of British firms who want to export. And they are quite bewildered about how do we go about it. And they don't see that the opportunities in Africa for them to sell there. In Ghana, you can sell, at least if I can meet a few people and I say, let me take about a pallet load or 2 or 3 of your products and I can sell it. I don't see any problems with that because a British brand, you can understand that when the products get to Ghana, before you can clear it from the harbour, it has to be written in English.
Right.
If it's written in any other language, it can't clear out from the harbour. So British has a strong presence there, but you don't take advantage of it.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is quite sad.
But that's what you're doing now, right?
Yes, that's what I'm hoping to convince them that don't listen to anybody else.
Listen to me. Listen to Mensah.
Try and listen to me. But I don't have the gift of the gap, so
I'm sure you do, Mensah. Now, tell me, has COVID affected the company at all?
I think in Africa they don't worry too. In Ghana they don't worry too much about it. My friends there, they're a bit worried, but not as are worried as here. I'm quite worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
move around with my mask on all the time.
nice to be back at an event though, right? Instead of going to Zoom calls.
Yes, certainly. It's very nice and pleasant to come here and meet lots of different people, and you're quite friendly. You never meet people who are rude to you at these events. They're always very, very friendly.
Of course.
Yes.
Now, what about digital marketing? Is that something that you guys use?
Well, that's where I'm a complete novice of that, and which is something I'm trying to find out more about. And I don't really have a team because I can't afford it, and so that's the weakest part of my sort of operation. I need a digital aspect to someone to cover it.
Well, actually, you were talking to us about another music brand that you deal with as well. Tell us a bit more about that. That's where you were talking about digital marketing and possibly needing help. Tell us about the music.
Well, in terms of the music, now it's African music seems to be taking root now. But unfortunately, in the UK, the sector that I've worked in, the Afro music, I don't seem to find anyone who is doing well in that sector.
Yeah.
The African musicians are not doing very well, sadly, but you're very good, some with enormous talents. And even across the board, you meet, I go to Covent Garden, I used to work in Covent Garden, and I go there and I see lots of people like individuals, there's baskets and stuff, and some of them have so much talent. And so there's a lot of people out there who can do a lot. But I think some people also need support to be able to sell their products. Or if I have the support in digital marketing, I think I can also support a lot of musicians who are out there, because it's not everyone who can pick up a good musician. But fortunately for me, I can rate a musician when I see one from 1 to 10 when they're performing. So in the streets, that's where I see them. I have lists of names of some musicians where I'm sure if I'm able to crack the digital aspect, then I'll approach them and say, listen, can you come on board, because I think you're good.
You can spot them early on.
I can.
And you're here to raise the profiles.
Yes, certainly.
Excellent. What do you think about CCL TV being here?
See, I think it's a marvelous approach for them to speak to anyone you're not looking at your pocket. You just want to see that you have the enthusiasm and you're willing to try something with them. And I think that's quite a remarkable thing.
Well, it's so lovely to see you here and your big smile. Thank you so much, and good luck for the rest of the event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I like your smile as well.
Thank you.